कौन से वाले हैं
वो होगा शायद एक पत्ती वाला वो।
अच्छा, जो आगे नेट लगी हुई है।
Coming from a place where you're born with so many different ideas and cultures and traditions, and that do influence your art and your perspective of looking at a way. And when you bring this to another place, and if you do a festival, or even if you're spreading your designs in another store, you're actually spreading your vision, your idea, your culture, your tradition, your everything, you know. So you're dispersing in so many different countries, which is actually bringing everybody together. And I look at it in this way, you know. I started off with realizing that nowhere in the world nobody makes the clothes that I really want to wear and how I want to wear. So that really pushed me to start to make things that I really like to wear and how it would look. And I started off like that, and after that, when I started to make clothes for myself, I had people who liked my stuff and they wanted to get it from me. So I started to design for my friends, and it just started on another level. It expanded and became so big, then everybody started to want to wear it. So yeah, my journey began like that. A
Yeah.
little bit.
Was
With
it
clothes.
Was it like from the beginning really flow, like easy, or
No,
was
it's
it
been
like
a
really
journey.
hard
It's
work?
been a really up and down journey, but that's the beauty of it, you know. It's been like very strong to realize where to get things, and it was very difficult because I don't come from a fashion background and I didn't
Yeah.
study the fashion as well. So everything was on board, you know, everything's on hand that you're learning. So I found out the place. I went to a really small village in Rajasthan in India, and I got really lucky to share the ideas and create with them, and it was a difficult task for them to understand me. They didn't understand because, you know, it was a small village. They didn't understand how would somebody wear something like this. So
Yeah.
to sit down with them, and it was a very beautiful journey because while they were learning, I was learning with them, you know, and this process has been really beautiful. So I learned while working. I had to go and find out everything myself and go around to places that I've never been, meet the kind of people around, and to communicate with them. So it's been difficult, but it's been a great journey.
Yeah. And you start like really slow. How fast was it growing bigger?
I think when I started off on my own, it was fast, but it was also at the same time slow. It was fast in terms of spreading out, like for people to reach out to people, because I knew a lot of people, so to interact with people, to socialize, it started to spread around really fast. And I come from a city in Bombay in India, that is a really big city. So things spread out really fast, you know, and with the world today we live in, social media, it started to become big. But in terms of my own growth, it was a little bit slow because I had to put in a lot of effort, and also apart from that, I had to learn, you know.
Yeah.
And the learning process, it took a while for me to learn, to understand and feel the fabric, to know how to make things. So yeah, I can say it's been like an okay paced journey. Not really fast, not really slow.
Yeah, learning in phase. And you say you didn't study or you didn't have any experience.
No, I didn't.
And how did you read books or something, or?
I was always very fascinated with fashion and stuff, and more than fashion, I was very fascinated with art because, it pushed me to do clothes more because I started off with jewelry first, and jewelry is something that is very big in India. When it comes to India, it's very traditional and it has a lot of meaning to it. Not only with fashion or style, because jewelry is considered sacred. We have a lot of symbols in it, and it has a tradition in India that we inherit the jewelry from our grandparents. So I inherited a lot of jewelry because I was the only girl born in my family. And when I saw that, when I had a lot of jewelry of that, I started to recreate, and I started to do jewelry first. That pushed me to do clothes as well.
Yeah.
So
And how old were you when you started doing this?
I was 20 years old when I started to get the idea. Yeah.
20 years.
Now I'm 29 years old. It's been a long journey, 9 years journey.
And how, what did you learn about yourself in this process?
Myself, I learned that we are something that we are constantly transforming, that change is inevitable, and it's so beautiful to embrace the change in yourself, because when you embrace it, you see the growth within yourself in terms of everything. And I realize this through my designs, because every year I'm a new person, every day I'm a new person, and every day I have a new idea, and something that I've designed yesterday will have a complete different outlook today in my mind, or complete different way of design, a new one.
Yeah.
And I think this really taught me to grow inside of myself as a person, and to embrace the change of life itself in me, and be very relaxed, and be very acceptable with universe, that the flow is okay, and it's good to have a change, and it's good to grow, and it's really nice to believe in your change and believe in yourself. And it was so interrelated, and it's been a beautiful journey for me with my work, because it's not work, it's something that I love what I do.
Yeah.
And when you really love what you do, it's growing you as well, so it's been a great journey with this.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. And how, because you have a lot of changing, how, and you don't have like a regular job from 9 to 5, so how is your day looking? What are you?
My day is really busy, actually.
Yeah.
From morning to night, because when you don't have a 9 to 5 job, there's nobody to tell you like you're supposed to do things like this, and you have a routine, and you're supposed to come at 9, and you're supposed to do these things and leave at 5. Everything what you're doing is everything you're creating by yourself. So it actually made me really, it brought a lot of discipline in my life,
Yeah.
because you realize that you are the owner of everything, and that you're not relying on somebody else to discipline you, and it made my life easier, because I start to have routine in my life. Like, I knew that I want to wake up and give this time to myself, give this much time to my creations, give this time to the people who I can connect and supply to. So yeah, I can say it brought a lot of discipline, and it transformed me into a person.